In 2024, I'm going to do 15,392 press-ups. And that might sound like a very specific number, and it is. And I'll explain why in a minute. How many of you have kept your New Year's resolution? How many of you are still going? How many of you have just given up on your New Year's resolution? Or to those of you who have given up, let me tell you one thing. That's fine. It's not a real thing. It's a New Year's resolution. Woo, hooray! But no, it's not a contract signed in blood. If you chose not to do a thing, okay. But how realistic were your New Year's resolutions? If you had set these goals at any other time in the year, do you think you would have set such high goals? If you had made this resolution in May, do you think you would have gone, I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week, every week, at the exact same time, every week for the rest of my life? If it were September, do you think you would have gone, you know what? I'm done. I'm quitting smoking cold turkey. As of tomorrow, no more. I am done forever. If it were March, do you think you would have gone, you know what? As of tomorrow, I'm cutting all junk food out of my diet. I am done eating junk food. It's only healthy greens for me. No, probably not. You know what you probably would have said though? You know, I think I'll start going to the gym. Or I want to quit smoking, so I'm going to cut back moving forward. Or even, I've been eating too much junk food. I should probably cut back, buy less junk food in the future. And yet, on December 31st, we make these outlandish claims that as of tomorrow, we're a completely new person and we're going to change our entire life. But we're not just changing it one time at a time. No, we're not just going, I'm going to quit smoking, or I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to cut junk food out. Then we're going, okay, as of tomorrow, I am quitting smoking, I'm going to the gym, and I'm eating only healthy food. I'm completely changing my life. I'm doing all 3 things at the same time. And then what happens? But then February 1st rolls around, and you're suddenly smoking half a pack more than you were in December because you had to sign up for the gym membership, and that was £40 a month, even though last month was only £10. That's because if you joined at the start of the year, it's £10 for the first month, and then the rest of the year is £40 a month. But then you can't afford to buy healthy food, so now you're stressed and you're going for withdrawals. So what are you going to do? You're going to buy junk food. But does that mean you shouldn't set New Year's resolutions? Well, yeah. Don't set New Year's resolutions. They're stupid and ridiculous and often completely unrealistic. There's no actual difference between December 31st to January 1st and March 9th to March 10th. It's just one extra day, 24 hours, the rolling of the calendar. The only reason it has such significance to us is as a society we have agreed that, yes, this measurement of time is now collectively one thing because we've now circled around the earth, even though we have an extra day every 4 years because our clocks don't actually work and it doesn't match up. But that's a whole other subject. But we collectively agree that yes, this is a year. This is a significant amount of time. December 31st to January 1st is a completely different time frame. It's magical. It's massively important, even though it's just one day. Expecting yourself to completely change in the span of one day is completely unrealistic and would sound completely ridiculous at any other time in the year. How annoying is that coworker or friend that says in like March or even July, yeah, I'm getting into running. I'm really enjoying running. Like, oh, we get it. You like to run. And yet, if they say it January 1st, oh, your New Year's resolution to run? Oh, good for you. I'm proud for you. The actual concept of setting goals for yourself is good. And New Year's is a good, universally agreed start point. But that's what it is, a start point. It is not the entire race. You are starting. As I said at the start of the video, my goal for 2024 is to do 15,392 press-ups. And that sounds like a lot. That is 42 press-ups a day. I probably could do that if I tried for about a week. Maybe 2 weeks. I could probably push myself to 3 weeks, but I would hate it. So what, I'm just not going to do it? No, I am doing it, but I'm saying more realistic goal. I don't want to do 42 press-ups a day. Instead, I'm doing 20 press-ups a day. 10 when I wake up in the morning and 10 before I go to bed. But some of you might be saying, wait, but if you're doing 2 sets of 10, then that's only 20 press-ups a day. And you need to do 42 a day. So that means you're coming up like half of what you need to do. That doesn't add up. And yeah, you're right, that wouldn't add up. I'd be doing like 8,270 press-ups in total, which is about half of what I need to do. So where's the maths there? That's the point. I'm not doing 42 press-ups a day. In January, I did 10 press-ups in the morning, and I did 10 press-ups at night. It took about 30 seconds per set. Now in February, I'm going to be doing 24 press-ups a day. 12 in the morning, 12 at night. Still only takes about 30 seconds. Then in March, I'll be doing 14 in the morning, 14 at night. April is 16 and 16. May is 18 and 18. June is 20 and 20. And eventually in December, I'll be doing 32 press-ups in the morning and 32 press-ups at night. Now this sounds daunting, that is 64 press-ups a day. However, it's only 2 more than the previous month. It's only an extra 10 seconds of press-ups, which doesn't sound that big, does it? If I said, hey, every month just do 2 more press-ups a day. If I said, hey, just spend an extra 10 seconds working out a day. That doesn't sound that big, does it? No, 15,392. That's a big number. If you break it down to obtainable, realistic goals, yeah, I think I can do it. I mean, I am dreading December, don't get me wrong. I am not looking forward to doing 32 press-ups a day, but hey, it will be 2 more than I was doing before, and that doesn't sound that grand. Right now, that's 20 more press-ups than what I'm currently doing a day, and that's scary. But if I'm doing it in small incremental parts, then yeah, by the end of 2024, I will have reached my goal of 15,392 press-ups. But that's my point. Set realistic goals. Doesn't have to start out big. Say you want to go to the gym 5 times a week. Cool, that is a good goal. That's a bit extreme actually, 5 times a week. Probably shouldn't, you probably go like 3 times a week. Let's say you want to go 5 times a week. Cool, fantastic. Do you realistically have the time to go 5 times a week though? Because it's not just the workout you need to take into account for the time. There's also the time going to the gym, the time coming home from the gym, the post-workout cool down, the shower, the preparation. All that goes into the workout. So even if it's only 1 hour a day, with those extra steps, probably about 2 hours. Do you have 2 hours a day to dedicate to going to the gym 5 times a week? If you do, then yeah, by all means, go right ahead. Go 5 times a week if you think you can. But I really wouldn't recommend. I'd say go 3 times a week. Give yourself like 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off. That way your muscles have time to rest. But don't start at 5 times a week. Just go once a week, maybe, or when you feel like it. And yeah, I get it. Gym memberships are expensive. I understand that's a very scary thing. What I'd recommend is get Ring Fit. I'm not sponsored by them, but seriously, if you own a Switch and you like working out, get Ring Fit. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a proper workout. It's not just like, yeah, I feel like I'm working out. Hooray. Oh, wow, this is such a good workout. No, you work out in this game. You feel like you're working out. You work out for an hour and like you'll be sweating. 30 minutes of playing this game is more intense than most of my workouts. If you want to go to the gym but don't have the time and you own a Switch, get Ring Fit. Not paid promotion, just seriously, this game's amazing. I'm happy to shell for it. This is one of the best exercise games I think I've ever experienced. But if you don't own a Switch and do still want to go to the gym, don't start at 5 times a week. Maybe even 3 times a week. Just go when you can. If you're sat at home and think, I've got nothing really to do, sure, go to the gym then. Sure, it's 2 hours, but hey, that's 2 hours well spent. Maybe take your gym clothes with you to work. That way, after you finish work, if you feel like you're in the mood, you can go to the gym. Doesn't have to be an intense workout, but hey, you're still getting a workout. Say you want to eat healthier. Don't cut out all junk food. For starters, your body is going to crash if you do that. If you suddenly cut out something it's naturally taking in, you are going to feel so bad and you're probably going to do more damage than good. This is one of the reasons the first month of diets are normally so successful, because you're not actually properly dieting, you're just kind of crashing your body and taking in about half the amount of calories you normally are, so your body's using up twice as much as it thinks it can. Don't cut out all junk food over the span of one day. Just eat less junk food. Just look for healthier alternatives. Have a salad every so often. Salads are amazing. I love salads. I think why salads have such a bad rap. They're so delicious. Who doesn't love salads? I'm going to go on a tangent there. But yeah, seriously, salads are amazing. They're so versatile and just so amazing. And there's so many different kinds and it's just delicious. Why do people not like salads so much? They're great. Salads are awesome. If your New Year's resolution is to learn keyboard, let's say, I'm going to dedicate 2 hours a night to this every night. Do you have 2 hours a night to dedicate to anything right now? Sure, dedicating 2 hours a night will help you, but what else will suffer in your life? What will you have to cut out? Instead, just carve out 20 minutes a day, maybe. Instead of looking at your phone, scrolling mindlessly through whatever app it is, just put the phone down and practice a hobby. And that's what it is. It's a hobby. It doesn't need to be the daily task. If you skip a day, if you miss a day, if you don't want to do it a day, that's fine. It's a hobby. And then by the end of the year, you'll be a lot better. By the end of the year, you'll be healthier. By the end of the year, you will cut back on junk food. By the end of the year, you will have learned decent chunks of that new hobby. By the end of the year, you would have been going to the gym regularly. And that's fine. You don't have to do everything in January. January is the start of the year. There are 11 more months left. Just because they're called New Year's resolutions doesn't mean you have to start them at New Year's. They're resolutions for the new year. They're not New Year's resolutions. They're not day one, I have to do this everything. They are resolutions for the new year, for all of 2024. Don't go sprinting out the gate because you're going to tie yourself up by the end of the month. Hell, this is February. Chances are a lot of you have stopped your New Year's resolution, but why don't we start it? Instead of picking a crazy, outlandish, unrealistic goal, pick a more realistic one. Whatever your goal is, maybe knock it down 2 notches. That may sound demotivating in a sense, but no. If it's not a realistic goal, how likely are you going to keep it? How likely are you to keep that goal that you're going to make? Instead, set a realistic goal that you can start now. And sure, a few months from now, knock up another notch, and that way you can do slightly harder. And then 2 months from now, you can do an even harder one. And then you'll be at that point that you wanted to right at the start of the year. The only person you're accountable to is yourself. If you miss a day, that's fine. If you don't feel like doing it anymore, that's fine. If you just don't want to do it that day, that's fine. You're only accountable to yourself. So what, that's February. Why not start now? Why not see where you'll be in December? Why not see where you'll be a year from now? Next February. But if you did want to start your New Year's resolution, when should you actually start it? New Year's seems like the obvious answer, right? Well, it's not. Click this video to find out.